Hey guys, welcome to the show. Today we're going to be checking out the commercial packaging of the DJI Mavic Mini 2. That's right, we had a flyaway case up in here. My drone jumped into the waters and would not return. Unfortunately, I couldn't recover it. So I'll tell you about my process on getting this replaced, but I'll also show you what you get with commercial packaging, because you get commercial packaging, you don't get the, the normal people's packaging back. So I'm excited to actually see what they have sent me. Hopefully it's not a brick. Boom. Inside, it's bubble wrap. Gotta say, this package is very, very light. I was surprised about how light it is. And it is pretty much just gonna be a drone. There you go. When they say commercial packaging, they just mean cardboard box wrapped up in bubble wrap. And there you go. I got my drone back finally. Now this whole ordeal or process took just 1 week under 2 months. Yeah, 1 week under 2 months. So when I gotta say, it had to be my fault, because I was flying very close to water and my drone just jumped in the water. I wasn't sure if it was my fault or if it was some sort of weirdness happening with my drone, because I remember when I first got my drone, it tried randomly once setting the home point to a middle of a lake and just jumping in there. Luckily, I was able to recover, but this time around, it jumped to the water. I wasn't sure what was going on, so I submitted the claim on the website. I said, hey, flyaway case, my drone flew away. I wasn't telling it to jump in the water, but it just decided to jump in the water, and I submitted it. As soon as it happened, I told them what happened, and then I waited. I waited a week, and I waited 2 weeks, and I waited 3 weeks, and I tried resubmitting the case just in case, they never got it, because I never got confirmation that my case had been submitted, and I heard nothing. So I went on the forums on support. I opened up a new post, and I said, hey, I haven't heard anything about it. And luckily enough, a support staff service person, they replied back to me pretty much on the day, and they said, hey, private message me your details, and I'll try to chase it up. And then they pretty much chased it up within a couple of days, and then a couple of days later, I got a response saying that they've started to look into my case. So guys, if you do, open up a ticket, to get some sort of service, you can always go to the support forums, and I guess maybe because they're public, other people can see your processes, maybe they treat you a little bit better there. So after about a month, I got a response, and it said, yo, we don't have any of your records. Go to the app, upload your records. So inside the app, you can do that. Also, email us the folder of the app. Bit of a complicated process, but yeah, you can upload the data, but that wasn't good enough. You have to actually give a zipped copy of the folder. It was a bit tricky, I guess, on iOS, but they do have how-to guides on how to submit the information. I submitted that information, and then about few days later, they said, yo, pilot error, completely your fault. That's it. You're going to have to buy a new drone. And they also said, we'll give you 15% off. And I was like, okay, I accept it. Okay, my fault. I was flying too close to the water. My fault. I'll take that. But I have DJI Care, and DJI Care gives you Flyaway insurance. Flyaway insurance is a new product that they opened up about in January. And what it means is, if your drone flies away and you can't recover it, you can get a replacement drone for about 380 Australian dollars. So I was like, all right, guys, I got Flyaway insurance. Let me use that. And then they said, obviously after a few days, they said, actually, you don't have Flyaway insurance. And I go, but I got DJI Care. Yeah, you got DJI Care, but you never registered your drone with your remote and to the account. And I was like, whoa, there's no way I can fly the drone without registering it. Look, and I sent them a screenshot saying your drone is now registered. And they said, yeah. But you never went into the settings menu and went to the other setting menu and ticked the setting special box that you have to tick. So guys, if you are concerned about getting this flyaway cover, you need to go into settings and click a few tick boxes. I'll have them shown on the screen. All right, so to bind your drone, you need to go into profile, and there should be an option there to allow you to bind it. Unfortunately for me, DJI decided to remove the DJI Fly app from the App Store. Google Play no longer has it, and there isn't a notification in the app telling you that you need to update it. Anyway, so Google Chrome, and there's a download button, and Google will warn you that it's dangerous to install this app, but you just have to install it. It's all good. And then once you launch the latest version of DJI Fly, you will be prompted to bind your remote controller to get DJI Flyaway coverage. You hit bind now, and just accept the terms and conditions, and boom, you're now officially binded. Don't ask me why you need to do the extra step, but that's what you have to do. Once you do it, you're safe. So do it right now. Because if you have DJI Care and you registered it to your drone and your remote and all that stuff, it's not actually registered until you go through those additional steps. So it said, tough luck, that is the deal. And I was like, when I signed up to DJI Care, there was no steps about these additional instructions or anything like that. And they said, no, we sent an email. And surprisingly, interestingly enough, I never got that email. So they said they sent an email telling me that I need to do these additional steps. I never got that email. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because I purchased DJI Care on the same day they enabled DJI Care with Flyaway insurance. So maybe they just missed me or anything like that. So I told them pretty much, I'm not happy with you not honoring the DJI Care Flyaway insurance. I'm going to report you to the ACCC. I wasn't happy. I was like, I don't mind paying money, but like if I'm paying for insurance and the insurance isn't covering me, it sounds a bit weird, flaky. So they said, you know what? I'm going to escalate this to my manager. Don't respond to me. Don't want to hear from you. I'm going to escalate this to my manager. You'll hear from them in a few days. So I waited. I was like, all right, I'm going to have to file a case. I saw this guy on YouTube, get his name, Talio Tech's friend. He once tried suing Apple, and Apple gave him a refund. So this is what you have to do over in Australia anyway. So a few days later, they said, you know what? We understand that you're upset. Instead of giving you 15% off, we're going to offer you 30%. And at the time, I had no idea what it was because I once got screwed out from Sony. Basically, Sony, my TV developed a crack on it. It just developed a crack on it. And they said it was my fault. It wasn't my fault. I don't have any kids. I never touched it. I never did it. It just developed a crack. But they said, you know what? We'll give you 50% off. And I said, okay, how much off the TV is it? Well, it's half price. Interestingly enough, their half price turned out to be more expensive than what I can get it from the high street. So I was expecting, I didn't know how much this drone was going to cost. So I was like to DJI, I was like, all right, so how much is it? And then that's when I found out that it's only $500, $550 for the actual drone without the packaging. That was nice. And they also threw in a battery on top. So it's about $90 for a battery. And then you get 15% off that or 30% off that. And then you pay a lot less. So I was like, whoa, okay, that's a good deal. Guys, I can go for this, but I don't want the battery because I've got the multi-combo super pack. So I got all these additional batteries with me, so I don't need another one. And they took that off, and I ended up paying pretty much just a little bit more than what I would have paid if I used the Flyaway insurance, except I get to keep my service plan with one additional Flyaway insurance. So I get to keep my whole package without using the insurance claim. I'm meant to have a clean slate, that's what they told me, and I paid just a little bit more. So at the end of it, it was a pretty good result. I'm happy with that. And even the 15% is still a good deal. If it is my fault 100%, then I should be paying full price. So I say they are good guys in offering a discount for you and offering you the ability to buy it commercially without having to pay for the box and all the additional stuff, which is about $200 cheaper than buying it from the high street. So it's pretty good that they offer you that service. Overall, though, it took just under 2 months to get the replacement drone. There was a lot of back and forth. I had to not only sync my account, I had to send them the data, I had to get rejected and all that stuff. It was a long process, but maybe it's new. But that is what you should expect with Flyaway cases. Yeah, just my biggest tip is if you're not getting any response in a week or two, just open up a ticket in their community forums that's publicly facing. So you get people that can sort you out there. And yeah, I've got a drone. So I'm just going to have to relink this drone and not fly anywhere near water. That's my lesson learned. I'm stupid. I learned it the hard way. That's my lesson there. So I hope you found this video useful. Let me know how your experiences with DJI Care goes. Hope you found this video useful and enjoyed the show. Got my droney back. My drone is back and it's gonna be trouble. Hey now. You also get a flight safety guide because you know you probably need it if you went through the service. Let's see. Relink, update firmware. Oh, check that out. After repairing your product, you get 72 hours to get DJI Care. Perfect. And just remember, don't do stupid stuff. Stay connected.